Yeah, yeah. So I was about to go to sleep, but I was on Korean LaTale's website, right? Because I was actually reading the patch notes for the update that we're getting in December on December 7th. And as I was reading the patch notes, I came back to the main page and I just saw these random ranking systems. And so I started to do a little digging. And I was like, wow, they have like all their rankings set up right on the website, like the guild rankings, individual ranking, and whatnot. So I was like, okay, here's a good chance for me to actually get a good look at the Korean LaTale population. You know, try to look at some data, right? Try to get a understanding of what they got going on over there. So their first person that hit level cap, they hit the cap, Dero Kim, based off Google Translate. They hit the cap back in January of 2020, right before the pandemic hit the world. It's pretty cool. And then the next person hit it during the pandemic, and then I guess the pandemic hit the world, and everybody just went crazy hitting the level cap. So that's pretty interesting. But I'm like, okay, cool. Let's see how many people hit the level cap on Korean LaTale. And granted, they got Laboom. They got the Laboom update, which is like the main motivator to hit the cap. In terms of the Awakening update, they got that in like July of last year. So 2021. So looks like by December of last year, when we had just got Laboom, before we had the Awakening update, they already had almost 200 people who were at level cap. That's insane. That's insane. And just to give a reference of our server, we have 31 people who are at level cap as of, what's today? Damn, where's my phone? Hold up, one sec. Where's my phone? Keep dropping my phone. Thing's going to be destroyed. But as of November 27th, 2022, we have 31 people on our server who are level cap. We got the Awakening update back in January, which is like the main motivator. And then we got the EXP increase update in September. And we have only 31 people who are level cap, while these guys are about 6 months out or so from getting the Awakening update. They already had almost 200 people, and this leaderboard only shows top 100. Just to put in perspective how much more hardcore the player base is over there, and obviously how much more active it is, right? But let's keep going. So let's see here. I want to go deeper. So 20 pages in, we have 400 people at level cap. As of August 29th of 2022, they had 400 players at level cap. That's actually insane. So about a year and a month from the Awakening update, and like, what's that for them? Like 4 months after the EXP update? Oh no, they actually got their EXP update. We got ours early. They got their EXP update with the new weapon dungeon that they got on June 22nd. We got our EXP update with Numa. So they actually moved it up for us. So after 2 months from having the EXP update, they had 400 players who were at the level cap. That's crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure we have 400 active players on our server in total. So the fact that they have 400 players at level cap on their server is actually insane. What's up, Cap? Okay. And then let me go to page 30. So as of November 26th, they have 600 people. 600 players at level cap, right? It's November 27th. Let's see. Look at that. On the 27th, they have 607 people at level cap. We have 31 on our server. And they're like 6 months ahead of us. There are other things to take into account. You know, people always say like their server didn't reset, what and whatnot. But regardless, the fact that they have 600 players probably active, like as a default. No problem, bro. No problem. 600 players probably like as a default that are active, considering they made its level cap. They probably take the game pretty seriously, or they play it to some certain extent. The fact that they have that many at level cap is kind of crazy. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But I want to take a look, because this just tells you the achievement date, right? I want to see on September 27th, so exactly a month ago, I want to see how many players far back that is in terms of achievement. So like, wait, does that work that way? I don't think that works that way. I'm not. Well, I want to see how far back I have to scroll to find somebody that played on September 27th. I'm not necessarily sure if that proves anything, though. Not September 27th, October 27th. Yeah, I'm not sure if that proves anything. So I guess I'll just keep scrolling back until I see a date that's not in November. Yeah, that's better. So I'll keep scrolling until I see a non-November date. That also doesn't really prove anything, because they could still have new players coming in November. I wish there was a way to like filter this. I want to filter it by date so that I can just see like when did the last level happen that was on October 27th, a month ago. So like try to get some kind of estimate of how active their player base is. But either way, we're like 800 people in, and we're still seeing people leveling up in November. So let's make a big jump. Obviously, this is going to be a bad estimate, if anything. But they have had 44,000 characters made in their server in general. 44,000 characters, but that doesn't really speak for much. So I want to go see if I can. What's a good way to get to like a number that shows the actual player base? Okay, I'll just keep making stuff up then as I go. As I'm seeing it, I'll just try to make a correlation as I'm seeing it. All right. So we're 1,000 players back in terms of the ranking, EXP ranking, and we can see that there are people. What's up? What's up? How are you? What's going on, my fam? I can't even read your name. What's that? Japanese? Looks like Japanese. Yeah, it's not Korean. That's Japanese, right? Or is that Chinese? What's your English name? I want to go back. I want to go back to like 2000. I've always estimated they have like an active 3,000 players. Harris, what's up, Harris? How you doing, my main man? Long time no see, Harris. 1,600 people back, and we're still seeing people leveling up in November. Not sure if that's a good measurement tool. What's up, Drakira? What's the vibe? You must have changed your name from something else, Drakira. I don't remember that avatar having the name Drakira. That avatar looks slightly different too. All right, we're at 1,800. Now we're at 2,000. We're at 2,000 players. on the leaderboard, and the rank 2000 player is level 5,468. That's crazy. So looking at our server, that would be like our rank 110 or something like that. That's crazy. That's actually pretty crazy. Let's go back up real quick. So let's see. Our rank 100 is 5,900. Our rank 100 is 5,900. Let's find the 5,900 range on their leaderboard. So we just skipped a bit. Let's see. They have so many players, bro. It's ridiculous. Okay. I gotta close this. Our rank 100 player is 5,915. Their rank 1,684th player is 5,914. And they last played on September 15th. But that's crazy. That's like, what is that math? Let me do like a division or something like that. 1685 divided by 100. What? Not like move the decimal over, right? So that's like 168% more population. Bro, that is not how that math works. I don't know how to make that comparison, but that's a big ass comparison. That's all I'm gonna say. Callisto Protocol, what's that? Callisto Protocol. Upcoming survival horror. Bro, I do not like scary games. Nah. I don't like scary games. Oh, it was Dakota. Yeah, I remember Dakota. Do I think NA server is dead? What's up, Ader? What do you mean by dead? You gotta describe the word dead to me first before I can give you a yes or no answer. Because people say dead and they mean one thing when it can mean another to somebody else. So what do you mean by dead? Oh, yes, but it's like a Dead Space type game. No way. What's up, Forge? Good evening. So right now, for anybody that just pulled up, I'm looking at Korean LaTale rankings right now, and their rank 1,684th player is level 5,914, and our 100th ranked player in our server is 5,915. And what's crazy about what I'm looking at too, what really got me looking at this too, was that when I was looking at the guilds, and I'm going to go over guilds soon, but their rank 1 guild is level 48. Their rank 11 guild is level 34. Our rank 1 guild is level 34. And as you can see, our rank 1 guild is much higher than all the other guilds. So I was just like, whoa. Like I was, that information traveling through my mind was like, yo, I gotta stream this, or I gotta make a video about this. But it's easier to talk on stream than make a video. So I'm like, yo, their player base is actually considerably larger than ours. Like I knew it was larger, but it's like actually way larger than ours. For them to have a rank 1 guild that's level 48, and for them to have multiple guilds that are over the 30s, while we only have one that's over level 30, that's our most active guild. That's just crazy. That means there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know why I counted with numbers right there. There are 13. There are 13 guilds on Korean LaTale that are at the tier of player base and higher than our rank 1 guild. So that means like all the crazy whales and end gamers and account sharers and hardcore players in our rank 1 guild on NA LaTale, that's reflected by like the 13th guild on their server. Like, how active is their game, bro? That's insane. That's really insane. But I'll get to the guild stuff later though. I'm still back on these players because this is crazy. This is really crazy. Yeah, watching the scary games is fun because you get to watch people scream, bro. Of course. What's up, Nakeem? Yeah, our player base is definitely super low, bro. I'm breaking it down to you right now. I'm showing you right here in live how small our player base is in comparison. Like I thought Korean LaTale was, decent, like relatively larger than us. You know what I'm saying? It's more popular. But no, this is actually extremely larger. Like their game is beyond alive. Their game is booming. This is a booming community for this game. This is actually extreme. That's insane, bro. It's really insane. So yeah, for those who didn't know, I'm gonna go over this data point one last time. Our rank 100 player is level 5,915. Our 100th ranked player in our NA server, which is technically global. This is our global server because we have many people playing who aren't in NA. Their rank 1,686 player is about the same level, or 684th player is about the same level as our rank 100 player. Like that's insane. That is insane, bro. That's ridiculous. I've been scrolling back. I'm 85 pages back and I'm still seeing people who achieve their levels in November, which implies that how many people are playing the game. But I'm trying to see how far I can go back, or, even though it's not the best judgment, but I'm just trying to see at what point will I go back and I'll stop seeing people playing the game in November for them, and that's where we're at right now. Yeah, Europe plays on the NA server as well. What's up, Forge? Yeah, total count in NA is probably like 300. And people come in and out. There are people always returning. I even did a survey on my channel where I found out most people who even watch my videos, they don't even play the game, actually. Like most of y'all who are hanging out. How often do you play LaTale? Once in a blue moon. Most people said once in a blue moon, meaning people just don't play. People are always in and out of LaTale. But this is crazy. Oh, much love, man. Appreciate that. You missing watching me play. Wait, according to the website, Drakir, how are you seeing the website? How are you seeing how many people are playing on our website? Because when you go to Papaya LaTale, right? This is kind of how I try to judge how big our player base is. When I look at like the events and I see this number up here. So this number goes up no matter how many times you press this flyer. It'll just keep going up, right? On average, I probably open this flyer 3 to 5 times, and this is every event, every time. And I would imagine so do others, right? So I don't think, and then there's a lot of people who just check out the game who haven't played in months, who probably just come back to look at it, right? So they just see these, so they just come to look at the events. But I'd imagine, if everybody's opening this 3 to 5 times, so like 4, so let's do like 1969 divided by 4. I'd imagine we're probably a little bit lower than this, probably so somewhere between 300 to 500 active players, like actually playing the game, which is still extremely low. But in comparison, though, it's about the comparison. Like, bro, these numbers are insane. 4,500 active KOT players. Wait, Cap, how can you see that? How do you know? How do you see those numbers? How active is the game now? I haven't played since my laptop got toast. I would say we're still probably more active than pre-Laboon. I'll definitely say that. But for some reason, it's more quieter. Like, it's a lot quieter in game. But I can tell we're more active than pre-Laboon because of how the guild leaderboards move. I track these regularly. I just see all the guilds, the top 10 guilds are always moving. And then there's a bunch of other newer guilds that are like coming up. Like even like Captain Falcon's guild, they've been leveling up like crazy. It's like, it's just, there's definitely people playing the game on the lower spectrum of the game for sure, and people coming in and out. So it's a couple hundred. But that's the thing, bro. If you were here earlier, you see that at rank 600, their rank 600 player was level cap, bro. They have 600 people on their server that are level cap. We have 31 people on our server that are level cap, bro. That's crazy. That's insane. No problem, Nakreem. No problem. Oh yeah, you told me that. I do actually remember that. I'll never forget that. Yeah, Keem, I think that's pretty much where the average pseudo end gamer is too. People just play for a couple hundred hours and then dip again. Forge. The game can 100% be enjoyed without anyone else. LaTale is a 100% personal experience, personal accomplishment type of game. In its current state, you do not need other players at all. The major benefit from other players these days is probably just the auction house and being able to buy things that you can't afford to buy with real money from other players. And even though our auction house isn't crazy, there's still people selling stuff. So you 100% can play this game without other people in 2022. You do not need other players at all, actually. And it's enjoyable, I would say. Can things get dull? Sure, but I mean, so can any single player game. Oh, you did some math. Okay, Cap. Bet that. Bet that. So yeah, so with your math, then it's around where I thought 3,000 and 4,500 active players. Oh yeah, I mean, I think I think this season is a good time to come back. So as I was saying earlier, the reason I actually was even on this website is because I'm looking forward to the next update. So our December update is going to be a new weapon dungeon, and new weapon dungeon, 2 badges, necklace, and a belt. And there's also some other major changes that I want to talk about that I saw in this patch too that are actually really significant that I did not notice before. And then in January, we're going to get a new class, a new main class, Gatekeeper. It's a class that can like teleport mobs around, so that's pretty cool too. I'll make some stuff about that. I'll be around during that time. But I don't have a schedule anymore, so I just do this streaming stuff randomly. So definitely want to turn on notifications if you want to check out any LaTale streams here and there. I really just do it based off of how I'm feeling and what I got going on in real life. But I am relatively active in game these days. All right, back to this though. So where are you getting that 150 to 300 by? Because once again, even though I say those numbers, those aren't just facts, right? I want to see, unless you all are just repeating me, I'm really curious about where y'all getting your numbers from in terms of populations and whatnot, so we can bounce around some thoughts. Okay, so they're at 2,000 people on their leaderboard, and they're in the level 5,000s. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, let's see if I can get to like 3,000, rank 3,000 on the leaderboard. What's up, Bloom? PSPPE would be good if LaTale reworked the loot system to give everyone in the party their individual drops based on their own drop rate. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, bro. But people don't want to play in parties. The ironic thing about the party system, though, and I actually understand it myself. Even I spend a lot of time these days trying to help other players in the game, making parties and whatnot. But it is really inconvenient to party with other people, just because most of us, if not all of us who play LaTale now, are all adults, and we don't have that much time to waste. And partying with people is very time consuming, bro. Like, I probably could run my EXP dungeons in about 20 minutes on my own. If I'm playing with somebody who plays at my speed, I may actually be lagging them behind a couple seconds, ironically. But if I'm playing with people who aren't at my speed, it tends to go from a 20-minute run to a 30-minute run. And that just keeps adding up, right? Like, sometimes I have parties where I'm recruiting people to come to get free leech, and they say, hey, can you wait 10 minutes and all this? I'm like, yeah, I can, or not. Like, it's just like, people don't have time, bro. We're all older. We all have a lot of stuff to do. So partying is kind of inconvenient unless you have like a group of people that you play with regularly, or you all can operate around each other. It's always weird when I don't have any like background music playing, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and just play some background LaTale noise. Put this stuff on low. Put that on the low. Oh yeah, much love, Nakreem. I'm doing better. I will say. I definitely have to stay focused though. I cannot afford to lose my current job. I will say, losing this job will immediately make all this YouTube stuff go away once again. There are roughly 400 unique logins on average for POT as of a couple months ago. Keep in mind that's during a new update typically. Okay, Dill, where are you getting this from? I just want to know where these numbers are coming from, because I actually agree with all of y'all, but I just don't know where they're coming from. What's up, King? The return was unexpected. I don't know, man. I feel like I kind of teased the return a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I dropped a couple videos and whatnot, and then like if you watch my videos, at the end of them, I tend to just start talking about random stuff. And like in one of these videos, I talk about how I'm gonna start streaming again. Yesterday, I was just explaining that I didn't have my second monitor. So I could have started streaming about 2 months ago, but I didn't have my second monitor, and it's impossible to stream and look at a chat on one screen. So that's what really delayed me. And I finally got decent internet connection set up where I'm at. Oh, the GMs. 400 unique logins on average. Okay, cool. No, oh yeah, definitely PSP. That's why I try to make videos like that with the 8 players. That definitely makes the game at least look alive online. All right, let me keep doing this though, because I actually need to go to sleep soon. It's 11:55 here. I gotta go to work tomorrow, and this was super spontaneous, but I want to go through my full analysis here. Then I want to go through the guilds, and then I want to go look at the upcoming update real quick, and then I'm gonna call it a night. So we're at 2,800 people. We're still seeing some logins in November. We're probably never going to stop seeing logins in November, bro. I just wish there was a way to actually have like a concrete understanding of how many people are actively playing their game. It's clearly thousands though. Definitely clearly thousands. They have minimum 2,000, 3,000 people playing the game actively. It's pretty insane. Oh, bad deal, bet that. Yeah, seeing players is impossible in this game. People don't even sit in town. But man, I just did not know our gaps were just that much, that were that big, bro. Those are huge gaps, bro. Like, our top 100 is, we're like babies. We're literally like babies compared to the hardcore Korean players, bro. That's insane to me, bro. That's really insane. That's really insane. All right, we're at 3,000 players. We're still seeing logins. Or we're seeing people achieve their levels within the last month, rather. Not necessarily logins. Oh, yeah, I streamed yesterday, too. If you want to check that out, you can just go to my channel. And then you go to the live section. I was streaming yesterday. Okay, bro. Yeah, I think I've said it enough times already in the stream, but their server is huge. This is crazy. This is a lot of players. All right, I'm done looking at the player base though, and looking at the guilds. This is what's really insane. I tried to do some math, right? So this is what my math is based off of. On average, all these guilds have at least 70 players in them, right? These top guilds, besides this one, for some reason. This is a top 10 guild. They have more EXP than our rank 1 guild, but for some reason this guild only has 10 players in it. That's kind of weird. That's really weird. What's going on over there? There's no way those 10 people are carrying that much EXP. That's insane. Got some suspicious activity going on over there. And I actually found this page because of this guild. That rank 20 guild, they had an ad on the front page of the website. It was like at the very bottom down here. I saw an ad and I'm like, wait, people are advertising their guilds right here. Look, here it is, Brevis. And ironically, the person who's the leader of this guild is the Korean streamer who plays Spear Hero. And he's come on the stream a couple times to talk and chat, and he's given me a lot of information about the game. But this is a level 32 guild, and they're rank 20. That's crazy. They're rank 20, and he's recruiting for his guild. It's a pretty nice poster. But even the effort put into this recruitment ad, bro. Look at that effort. This is higher quality than Papaya LaTale event pages, bro. Look at the effort they put into their guild recruitment ad. That's insane. This is a top 20 guild with only 75 players, level 32, and it's still higher level than all the other guilds besides our rank 1. That's insane. And the guild leader of this guild, actually, he just started playing the game like in 2020, he said. Crazy. But I was trying to use the guilds as like an estimate of how many people they have actively playing too. Because honestly, if your guild is over level 20 or so, I would say that there's a decent active population. And they have pages of guilds, bro. So like we have, let's see, we have 32 guilds that have reached level 20. And these aren't even all the active guilds, right? Like we got God, we got New World, some people I've seen around. These are newer guilds that are growing. But these guys are at 100 guilds that are level 24. That's crazy. That's crazy. We got 30 guilds level 20. They have 100 guilds level 24 or above. And then we keep going. Let's see how many guilds they have that are level 20 and above. All right, we're hitting the 20s. It's getting weird here EXP wise, but they have about 400 guilds. They have about 400 guilds that are level 20 or above. That's crazy. We have 30 guilds level 20 and above. They have 400, bro. 400. If I just do some basic math, let's say 400 times 70 for like the average amount of people in each guild. Nah, that's crazy. But also you got to remember that people do have alts, right? So let's say half of those guilds are alt guilds. So 20 times 70. That's still crazy. That's still ridiculously crazy. And I'm pretty sure because of how active their server is, you probably can't even have an alt in some of these top guilds. And then you probably can't put too many alts in some of these secondary top guilds. But that's a lot of players. That's a lot of players. It's impossible to really track how many people are playing this game, but it's a lot, bro. Their game is super active. It's not even like partially active. It's not even on the road to failure. Their game is extremely active, bro. Who knows how much money is bringing in? Microsoft Paint. That's crazy. I probably can make some better advertisements, but I'm not throwing shade. It's all good. Much love to Papaya. Once again, it's like two people struggling to keep things together, so I'm not tripping. But damn, there's a lot of players, dude. Nah, it's definitely not 500, 750. There's probably 550 people that touch the game every once in a while. But in terms of active, when we say the word active, I'm always referring to people who have logged in the game within like the last month. And probably log in at least once a month. People who, you know, they have the game installed on their computer. They're not like, hey, let me go check out LaTale again. It's more like a, let's see what these updates are. They probably check the game every update. Probably a good 400 players that just check the game every update. But these guys have thousands of players that do that at the bare minimum, which is insane. And clearly they have thousands of players who probably play this as their main game, because for there to be 600 players who are level cap, that's insane. And obviously not everyone's going to be a level capper in life, just like as an approach to gaming, right? So that means they have even more players who are nowhere near the level cap or nearing the level cap that are playing the game as well. Just crazy, bro. It's also crazy that their website provides all this information. Like, damn. How hard would it be for them to give us this info? I need to get on Korean LaTale, man. Check the feast. Oh, you talking about the spelling? Oh, man, leave them folks alone. All right. Oh, and then they have 2 servers. I forgot they got 2 servers. Bro, what? Their second server that just came out last year with Laboon, their second server also has thousands of players. That's crazy. That's crazy. Their second server is more active than our server. Well, kinda. These numbers are all over the place. But they do have guilds over there that are higher level than the vast majority of our guilds. That's crazy. Imagine that. These guys have been playing on this server for literally about a year and a couple months. Let's see what the is it possible to see what the what the player ranking is on their second server, I wonder. Like how many level cap players are on that second server? Because this says, oh, it says Iris, right? Let's see. So remember, there were 600 people who were level cap. Let's see if I can find, oh, there it is right there. A level cap player as of, damn, January 25th of this year. They had someone reached the level cap on the new server in 7 months. That's sick. Like 6 or 7 months. That's actually sick. And that's just where I clicked. There could be somebody that got there even faster. That's sad, man. I wish we could get some people to do those events, but as you can see, it's only 100 of us. Oh, here it is. The first person to hit level cap on their second server that came out last summer, he hit level cap in November of 2021. That's insane, bro. That's insane. When you say integrated, what do you mean by that, Benaroni? I think they have 20 channels. What do you mean by that, Benaroni? Server busy. No idea. Better send in that help desk ticket, my boy. All right, I'm done looking at these players and these guild stuff. I'm getting sleepy. I gotta go to sleep. I'm about to look at the update that we're getting in December and call it a night. No, there shouldn't be any updates tonight. Updates are only on Wednesdays. Probably for overpopulation. But they got that server with Laboon. Let's go to patch, and then we're looking for the July patch or June patch. So like June right here. All right, so this is our upcoming patch that we're getting, right? We're getting 2 new dungeons, the belt dungeon, and then we're getting the new weapon dungeon, right? Bro, the new weapon dungeon enchant, the level 1 enchant, right? So all the enchants can only go up to 3, but you can get 5 lines of enchants. Don't know what that's all about. But the level 1 enchant is fixed to 45%. So essentially, and it's probably going to be a random stat. So essentially, you have to fail 5 times before you can start upgrading. Because after you get the level 1 enchant, the level 2 to 3 enchant has a 100% chance of success. So after you get your level 1 enchants, you're guaranteed to enchant the rest of them, but all the numbers are still random. But that's crazy. You have to technically fail 5 times in a row in order to just have a base weapon. And then the stats can still be trash. What are the odds of failing 5 times in a row? Because it's a fixed success rate of 45%. That's insane. They're really trying to get people to play that dungeon for the next 2 years because they definitely changed the frequency for updates. They have 20 channels over there, man, already, man. Like after 20 channels, they had to let it go. Start a new server. All right. There was something else in here that's pretty significant. So yeah, this is where they increased the EXP gain rate for that we already have for the level 200 plus EXP dungeons. And then they changed the way the daily quest system works. Okay, so here goes some new cool stuff. So you can actually start getting dungeon titles. And I was wondering about this. The reason I was wondering about this, and this is why I had this channel pulled up. This guy, I was looking at his channel. This guy has damn near all of the title books. And I was like, what? There's no way. Like no matter how hard you go on the game, how much money you spend, no matter what you do, there's no way you have all the title books. He has 52 out of 54 title books sets. That's insane. Like hardcore is one thing, but there's no way he did that with our current system, bro. The rate at getting these title books is just terrible. It's way too terrible for him to have all the title book sets. That's absolutely insane. But I just found out tonight a couple things they did. So they added dungeon titles to the peppers. So the silver and gold peppers you get from the random quest board, you can actually get title books from those now. So that's one way, which is pretty great because that board is relatively not necessarily useless, but it gets ignored easily. What's up, Melvin? I didn't see any class rebalances on this page. I'm just gonna go over everything I see that's on here. If I can find the class rebalances, I'll do it. Maybe it's on the other slide, on the other update sheet. But and then I'm probably going over all the stuff again when it drops on the 7th. We're getting this update on December 7th. And then some dungeon titles have been added so they can be exchanged to the LaTale gift certificate exchange list. I don't know what the gift certificate exchange list is, but that's another way to get titles. And then this is the major update right here. So Asma's dungeon title exchange list, right? So Asma and Bellows. When you come over to Asma, over here in the cut, and you go to dungeon title exchange, it's pretty tedious and a terrible system that's damn near impossible to get these title books. But it's been changed where now any material set that requires 3 pieces only requires 2, so that helps for whatever it's worth. And then also there's now a 1 out of 10 chance title has been added that can be exchanged for 1 billion Ely, right? So right now Asma sells all these books that are like 1 out of 100 on the lower end, 1 out of 1000. I think that's really the highest it goes to, 1 out of 100 or 1000. But they ask for a ridiculous amount of mats and then Ely on top of that just to get 1 book. So the rates are terrible. But now Asma's going to have an option where she sells all of the books apparently for a 1 out of 10 chance, and all you need to do to get that book is 1 billion Ely. And that makes a lot of sense why this guy has 52 out of 55 books, because I mean he's in game and probably extremely rich, so it's probably nothing for him to just get 100 bill and just buy all the title books like crazy. And he got all these title book sets, which boosted his stats like crazy. Which, by the way, I wanted to go over this dude's account because he has a video here showing all his stats, but they're absolutely insane. Man got like 1.8 mil strength, 30k attack, 4.5k crit, like 4.2k max. These numbers are absolutely ridiculous, bro. His account is damn near perfect. And then in the comments, I was reading him talking to somebody down here, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm not perfect yet," or like I'm missing some stuff. I'm like, yeah, right. You need to log off. And then look at all this, like his reputation's all maxed out. Everything's maxed out. He got like perfect stat rolls on all his stats. Look at these 5-tier, tier 5s on every single one of these boards. It's insane. Tier 5 on each side of the memorial. Absolutely ridiculous. This is the peak of LaTale right here. Then you look at his gear. All of his gear is maxed out and upgrades. This is all new stuff that just came out, like all the new dungeons. They're all max upgrades. And then on top of being max upgrades, they all have been awakened as well. And then all the stats are like level 20 enchants as well. Let me go through some of this. If I can find a spot. Look at that, level 20 enchant, 3 lines of awakening on the accessories. Like, bro, this dude is super stacked. He's already capped out on the new totem. What is notice the totem? I don't know what this is called. What is it? What is that thing called? That's the artifact. Already capped out on the new artifact that comes with a new weapon dungeon. Just a god. Look at that, 1.9 million strength, bro. That's insane. A god walking among us. And then even all his enchants on all his gems, he has at least level 10 on 3 lines for all his gems. Level 10, level 10, level 10, level 10. Like, my gems are cheap. I got partially made gems. I'll never min-max like this though. It's just not worth it, especially for our server. There's not enough incentive to want to be a god on our server for me. And I'm not rich enough either. This dude's just completely fucking stacked, bro. Like, the dedication to being stacked is insane. I'll never go this far. Absolutely insane. I wish he had showed his... Did he show his pet potentials? Nah, he didn't show a couple things, bro, but he doesn't need to. The numbers speak for themselves. Just ridiculous. Why did I bring him up? Oh, so going back to this page, though. Um, the classification of the monster encyclopedia has been subdivided. Dungeon monster classification has been subdivided according to the level of transcendence or higher. Wonder what that means. Something about the monster codex. Your character name has been changed to be highlighted in the guild mission contribution list. Okay, that sounds kind of cool, I guess. So it's like you go to guild missions, contribution. I guess it'll highlight your name if you're doing really good. Damn, Cap, your guild is up, bro. These guys are grinding. Look at all these guys in here grinding, going crazy, going brazy. All right, let's see what else they got. A guild goods ticket and 100 guild coins exchange for one guild goods box, whatever that is. New reputation has been added. Bunch of other little stuff. Somebody wanted me to go over the class changes. Let's go ahead and see. Class changes are hard to read with the Google Translate because I don't know what some of the classes are, and I definitely don't know what the skills are. It should be one of these. I don't watch any. I can't watch anything while playing LaTale. Ironically, probably because it's where I'm at in the game is really dangerous. It's really easy to die. So I do not watch any TV shows while playing LaTale. That's like stuff I did back in the day when the game was way slower paced. The game is way too fast paced now to watch anything while playing. The best I can do is stream. Why isn't this translating? All right, that's the error fix page. I'm not seeing the class changes for the last patch. Were the class changes not in the weapon patch? Did they come out in the gatekeeper update 7.13? That means we wouldn't get the class changes till January. Yeah, I'm not seeing any class changes. I know there are class changes for sure though, but I'm not seeing them in the upcoming patch. Nope. No idea. Yeah, I don't know where those class changes are, man. Oh, balance patch information, August 24th. So that means that the balance update came out 2 months after the new weapon patch. So instead of dropping the weapon, the balance changes like we normally get with the new weapon dungeon, they dropped them 2 months afterwards. That's interesting. But the way they've been patching our game lately, though, we could possibly get these with the new weapon dungeon. Because we've been getting some stuff early now. I don't know what that's all about. Probably just the developers trying to speed up the quality of life. But it looks like every class got changed as usual. I don't know what a lot of this stuff is, so I'll just drop the link in chat for anybody that wants to for anyone that wants to look at these balance changes. But we aren't going to get them until February in theory. But alright, it's late, and I think I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish tonight. Concluding that Korean LaTale is ridiculously big and much bigger than our server. Hopefully you all enjoyed that little spiel. If not, you can go back to the beginning of the stream and check that out. And I can no longer see the chat. All right, bet. There you go. Oh, okay, Melvin. So the GM said we actually are getting these class rebalances with the upcoming weapon update. That's nice. So they're speeding things up for us. That's great. That's great. Okay, I'll check out the classes that I play. So I'm gonna go to Windstalker, Dagger Windstalker. Dagger Mastery has been changed, and the effect that causes additional damage to enemies hit by dagger attacks twice has been added. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Carnival Madness has been changed. Damage increase, Crazy Throw, damage increase, Blitz, continuous usability time has been changed to 3 seconds. I don't know what that means. I feel like I have a hard time understanding. Does that mean there's more delay, or does that mean that they give you the ability to use the skill before it goes on cooldown? Because these are like 2-part skills. I have a hard time figuring out which one it is unless we actually get the patch. I just know that right now it's nerfed. Like this skill Blitz is where like the character teleports twice. I used to be able to do it like I jump, do the attack, and then I can jump and do it again in the opposite direction. But they nerfed that to where you can only do it twice on the ground. And hopefully this creates a window where you can actually do it. What's up, John Dare? Sounds like a longer window. I hope so. Yeah, because I guess this is supposed to be a major class buffing patch. Because the thing about it, the mentality behind it is that they drop these class update, these class buff patches right after they drop these really hard dungeons. So I would imagine they dropped this so that we have stronger classes. And also, this is the patch that made Spear Hero like a top 3 class, almost at champion. And it also made Windia #1 class over Rainier again. And then let's see, the continuous usable time has been changed to 3 seconds. Number of hits 1. And if 9 continuous usable time. Nice. So my Dagger Windstalker is going to be good. It's just crazy though, because like even though they buff these classes, I guess you really do feel it on the lower end dungeons. So I guess for players who aren't completely in game or playing those later dungeons, for them it's feel like, oh my god, my class just became really godly. It became much easier to play, right? Because now it's the power creep. Like your class now outscales the older dungeons, which is pretty cool when you think if you're struggling. But all this really does for the newer dungeons just make the game feel a little bit more balanced, because that new dungeon coming out is absolutely ridiculous. And so looking at DF, I don't really play my gunslinger that much anymore, but they increased the hits on a couple skills, increased the range, reduce the damage taken from enemies. That's pretty cool. I want to look at Windia though. That's what I'm playing right now. Windia and then Highlander, and then I need to go to sleep. Seriously, I gotta get up at 8. Let's see if I can do a quick search. Oh, it's right here. All right, Awakening Skill 1 has been changed. That's the skill where Awakening Skill 1. I actually don't know what that is. That could be the legend skill, or that could be the actual the major legend skill. I'm gonna guess this is the minor legend skill. Yeah, it's the minor legend skill where you summon the tornado ball. Number of hits has been increased by 2. WP recovery value has been changed to 150, so that's pretty big. The number of hits has been increased by 4 on the same skill. So the hits went up by 4. WP recovery increase. So essentially for Windia, they just made the gauge. There's a gauge Windia has. They made it way more efficient, because right now it's really bad. You have to really pay attention to it to keep it active. And then if you go over the gauge limit, it just resets, which is really stupid. It's been changed so that it is not initialized even if it exceeds the maximum value. So that's what I'm talking about. So now they fixed it where it doesn't reset when it gets the max value, which is great. And now, yeah, great. It reaches stage 3 and it's maintained until it goes back to 0. Flying attack, WP increase, so the gauge values increases. And then flying attack has a 20% reduction in damage taken from enemies while using the skill. That's OP. Damage reduction on basic skills is OP. Number of hits increased by 3. Whirlwind max HP value applied to shield has been changed to 10% per skill. I don't know what the difference is there. But this is apparently what made Windia the rank 1 class, the best class in the game. What's up, Cornbread? I'm about to go to sleep, man. You popping in. Appreciate you popping in, man. You popping in the last seconds. Windblade Gale. Yeah, a lot of this is kind of redundant to talk about on stream because you can't really see it. Oh, and they made all the classes in the game have like a back tumbling and a sprint skill, like a back tumbling animation. So like almost every class in the game does backflips now instead of dashing. Backflips or teleports. Let's see what Highlander got going on real quick. Awakening skill 1 has been changed. The number of hits has been increased by 5. Nice. Number of hits has been increased by 11. Jesus. The number of hits has been increased by 2 on another skill. Attack range increase. Number of hits has been increased by 2 times. Damage increase. 20% reduction in damage. Number of targets 1. Number of targets. Dash skill has been added instead of sprint. So they were, for all the subclasses that share that trash sprint skill, where like it does this weird animation where you like jump forward and then this light comes out of the back of you, which is super stupid. They got rid of that. And I guess in 2 weeks, we're going to get this patch, according to my main man, Melvin. And all the subclasses will get a dash instead to replace that trash sprint. That's pretty good. Hopefully the cooldown's better too. But all right, that's pretty much all I want to talk about tonight. And then this OP guy here. Hopefully some more spontaneous things come to mind to make me want to make random streams like this. But for the most part, I'll just be playing the game. I'm on the road to level 99. Check out the stream. It's not on any schedule, but in general, I'll be streaming around this time of night during the week. Probably not Sundays in general, but I hopped on tonight because of the current topic. But expect these road to level 99 streams until I actually hit 99. And then for the most part, random spontaneous stuff like this. Yo, it's your boy Lemars. I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me. It's been great coming back to this streaming thing. Y'all are showing me a lot of love. I appreciate y'all. I wish y'all the best. Life is good. Eat your vegetables. Stay healthy. Brush your teeth and wash your face. What's up, Muhammad? You fellas, you ladies and gents, have a great night. I'm gonna catch you on the flip side. And here's a skill to end the stream. Bye.